Hi guys, so my question was upon what foundations are U.S. schools built, and then 3 questions I built off of that were: why are the educational systems dropping, how can I, as a learner and a teacher, increase my educational standards, and what steps can we make? So with the first question, what I first found was that most schools are accommodating those students that are behind, that aren't up to the standards, and so I feel like accommodating those students, you should accommodate all students and make sure that everybody is above and beyond the standard. And a comment that I got from another student was there's a little bit of a lack of incentive for students. They see that if they drop a grade or they get an F, they're like, well, I can still get a job. And I feel like you need to motivate students to, reach higher and want to have bigger plans than, just working in Macy's or something. And there's a little bit of a safety net in schools today. Like if a student is starting to get lower grades, teachers will, give them handouts and just to make sure that they pass the class so that they can graduate on time, stuff like that, especially in high school and middle school, where students are having a lot of trouble. You see that a lot. And also another comment that I got from another student was that technology can be a little bit of a hindrance. They see a lot of days that they're using technology to kind of just step over learning, and so it shouldn't be hindering us, it should definitely be helping us. So my second question is, how can I as a learner and a teacher increase my educational standards? And I kind of came up with 3 things that I know I would want to do with my students, and they fall all under the category of pushing my students. And like I said with my first question, I want them to see the light at the end of the tunnel. I don't want them to think that what they're learning right now is pointless and they're not going to use it in the future. I want them to help them apply that knowledge, and so they're excited about it and they want to learn. And I want to bring everybody above the standard. That's kind of what I had talked about in my other question. And I watched this video, and it was about these 2 teachers that had brought all their students above the level, and they made the learning environment perfect for everyone, and they showed it different ways, and I feel like that's really important to help raise the standards. And also positive reinforcement. Never get angry at students that are having trouble learning, and always try to have an understanding in the classroom. So my last question, what steps can we make to improve U.S. schools? And again, with the technology, I don't want it to be a hindrance. I don't want kids not being able to do addition because they always have a calculator. I want to be able to use that technology to their advantage. Also, not only the students, but the teachers and the staff. I feel like they contribute a lot to what students are learning. And it's not just the students in the school, U.S. schools. It's obviously the teachers and the staff, and we all need to be motivating each other to, bring up that learning for others. And also school spirit. I feel like if you have pride in what school you go to and you're happy to be there and you have friends, and that's definitely going to create a better environment for learning. And, you don't want kids to hating their schools because, of course, then they're not going to learn as well. So just to overview what I've learned in this section is steps need to be made in schools, especially when I was reading A Nation at Risk. I feel like there's a lot of different areas that we can work on in schools today, and as a future teacher, I want to be able to apply that to what I'm teaching. And so in another presentation, I think it was Peter or something, he said it starts with us, and I completely agree with that. I feel like us as future teachers, we kind of have it in our own hands to fix the problems that we see as best we can. And there's so many resources out here in the world today we have online. It should be a pretty even playing field with the whole country and the whole world. We have all these resources available to us, and I feel like if we take those advantage, it's another way that we can improve schools. That's it.